Hey folks, this is Jimmy here in Strange, Vermont on Paleo Mountain, high on a ridge top above the Connecticut River. And we're looking at some old stones. I want to show you this because it's real cool. It's not a sacred object at all. It's just a stone, but it's shaped like an axe. It's all ground down. And it's not grooved, but it has a waist on it. There's no groove in it. But it's shaped and ground, and it's old and used. This would have been hafted, and it would have been carried and used to hit something. It's dull, it's not a sharp axe, but it's very cool, isn't it? This is another stone axe, but it looks like an axe. We'll talk about that because it actually fits in your hand. And this side is all smooth, it's a smoothing surface. It's been rubbed and rubbed and rubbed on something, and it changed the color of the stone, or brought the color out. It looks like an axe, but I don't think it is. It could have been used as a hand axe. And these surfaces here are all pecked out. You can see the pecking marks. It's a real pretty thing. It's a nice stone. I picked it up to show you because it's not quartz, which is what mostly we find here. There's quartz that erupts out of the ground just right next to the mound area. This is 15 acres, and the mound area is just a small part of the place on the east side of the wall. And out in front of the wall on the west side is where there were camps, Indian camps. And when I put my garden in there, I found all kinds of stones just everywhere, even grinding stones. Like this is what I found out there also, this grinding stone. And I'd put a shovel in the ground and pull up stones like this, and little finger tools, um, all kinds of stuff. This is a finger tool, a sharp knife, and it's a profile of a woman, I believe, or a man, but the blade on it would be the front of the face. This part is where you put your finger tool. They made a lot of finger tools, as you can see right there. Knives. This is blue quartz. It's a beautiful stone. This is a grooved axe. Very sharp, very beautiful. Looks like a cat. See the eye? Squinty eye up here. Big open mouth. The power of the cat, the ear folded back would be the point. This is a tomahawk or a war axe, I believe. I'm guessing, of course. This is a grooved or a notched celt or an axe. And this is real pretty. It's got hematite in it. It's all got all these minerals in it, these shiny minerals. It's got even flecks of gold in it. Here's a nice knife. Very sharp. Very sharp. I cut my finger on it a couple days ago. It bled for 2 or 3 days. There's the face right there. Big headdress. I mean, I see it. It's right there. It's in it. Everything they did. They put faces, and there's a finger tool. It's like hematite in there. You could have ground anything with that. Those two stones are very similar in shape. They're found in the same spot. This one's more refined. You can see the face of the Indian. You can see the horse. Very balanced, beautiful stone. This is what I think is a war axe, and you can see that it's got some imagery in it. And this is a very nice piece of quartz that real pretty. That would be the fish, and it looks like he's coming out of the water. There's the face of a person, very sharp edge. And there's the bear on his back, like his power. And very pretty. Another face. That's my giant. You could have used that as a surface, and you could also use it as a cutting tool. Like I said, the burials, I guess they're burials, they're mounds. I don't know if they're burials because I don't dig into mounds. I don't want to open the door for the spirits to come out and be angry and upset with me. That would be a bad thing. So the mounds stay where they are. But when I dig holes in the garden, or when I look in the wall and I find things like this, they have a story to tell. And I want to tell the story. So I call a state archaeologist. I call the local Native American tribes. Speak to everybody, and it seems nobody wants to even listen to what I have to say. I'm told I'm crazy, that these things don't exist, that a glacier made that. Somehow a glacier made these tools, made that bowl. That's what they tell me. Vermont didn't have Native Americans. They had glaciers. Look at the eagle. Well, I beg to differ, because I have the stone evidence here that something very magical happened on this mountain here in Vermont. They can ignore me all they want, but they can't ignore the evidence. And I can make up the narrative because they don't want to. So I can say anything I want that I think happened here. And I can call these anything I choose to. Because no one really seems to want to admit the fact that these people were here, at least around the New England area. And I called every